squadrons of police, but no, they're like, he got away. Come on, man. Congratulations! You made it to the season finale, Money Heist episode 6, but nothing is more exciting than my man sitting over here next to me. Yo, Jaby Koay, ladies and gentlemen, has entered the building. Tell the people what's going down.
So you guys are going to see a cut-down version of our reaction because we're only allowed to show you a limited amount of picture-in-picture. However, if you want to watch the whole episode with us, uncut, uninterrupted, head over to our Patreon, well, my Patreon page, patreon.com/Jaby Koay, or become a member of my YouTube channel, youtube.com/GetJaby, where you can watch the whole episode with us without cuts or interruptions, but you will need your own Netflix subscription so you can open up the episodes in an adjacent window to our reaction, and it's like you're watching them with two of your favorite pals from the internet. Just as a side note, we've done the entire season, so you can watch the entire season with us, not just episode 6, if this is the first time you're joining us.
And there you go. And in case you didn't get all that, don't worry. There'll be a link in the description. Hey, so with that being said, the season finale! Let's go.
나중에 알게 된 사실이지만
남과 부 모두가 하나의 꿈을 꾼다면 통일은 순식간에 이루어진다. 그럼 어떤 꿈을 꿔야 될까?
Wow, they know each other.
욕망이라 아주 인상 깊은 강의였습니다.
That's crazy that he knows his boo's ex-husband.
가는 겁니까?
Yeah.
교수님의 이상을 실현시켜 줄 사람.
I mean, that definitely makes things more complicated. Wow.
먼 길 오시느라 고생하셨어요. 오재윤입니다.
회장님이 누구신지는 잘 알고 있습니다.
그럼 두 분 말씀 나누시죠.
여기 와본 적 있으세요?
Were they at the DMZ?
교수는 말했다. 그와 손잡는 순간 자신은 스스로 오펜하이머가 되는 길을 택한 거라고.
Yeah, I'm asking who's open. I didn't want to look stupid. Okay, gotcha.
Oh.
Oh, we got some drone shots.
Yeah.
That's some good green screen, though. That's some really good green screen.
Oh, when they do the inside of the car shot? Yeah.
Well, all of this looks good.
Nice car chase scene so far.
You're breathing in all that shit. You gotta roll the windows down, homie.
Yeah, he'd have been passed up. Oh. That wasn't a very efficient railing.
Yeah.
Thought they were designed to keep that from happening.
Whoa, nice work.
Yeah, with the drone?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty dope. Oh, clever girl. It was Denver.
No,
he had a pistol.
It's gotta be
In his
Berlin.
hand. Yeah, you're right.
I don't know how Berlin got better so quick, but...
No, I think you're right, because Berlin is the only one that's got the pistol, right? How are you getting out of this?
You can't see shit, come on.
Well, it's a good thing those aren't American cops, because I promise you they would have shot that car up. All those fumes. Oh, man.
Oh, damn. That's anger.
Oh, that's definitely Berlin.
Why aren't they shooting?
Because they're international cops and not our type of cops. See, our cops shoot. That's why you asked that question. Whoa.
이래도 내가 필요하지 않네.
You know, they addressed one thing there that I appreciate, which is you hear the gunshots. Because gunshots be going off in the other show, and no, the press doesn't make a stink about it at all. When you know, the lady got shot in the leg.
역시 외부 인물이 있었어요. 차를 폭파하고 도주를 했어요. 그는 분명 교수 일당이거나 어쩌면
기놈이 교주인 것 같소.
What do you get off to?
That's what I'm saying. That's a bit of a hard sell for me on this one. We'll run with it though.
사실의 생사가 불확실한 가운데 경찰 측은 사태를 파악 중이라는 원론적인 대답만 반복하는 상황입니다. 이런 가운데 조폐국 인근에서는 인질의 가족들이
죽었는지 살았는지
Yo, that car went right on fire, and he went into water that wasn't fully submerged, and somehow got out of that car.
Yeah. All of that. Everything you just said.
놈들은 더 이상 강도가 아니라 한반도의 평화를 해치는 테러리스트입니다. 더 이상의 대화는 무의미합니다. 무관용의 원칙에 따라 강경 대응해야 합니다.
I would have bought it more if the car was fully submerged. And then he lit the cigarette.
They gave up on the chase mad quick too. They're like, well, he just got away. Back to the the number 1 lead in the entire show.
Yeah.
And she's back here. There should be dogs, choppers, squadrons of police, but no, they're like, he got away. Come on, man. Oh, that's a big mistake.
놈들이 날 선택했다고. 그래서 아직 날 의심해요?
당신이 첩자였다면 그렇게 눈에 상심 지키고 놈을 쫓진 않았겠죠.
She didn't chase him down long. She's there with you, buddy.
복귀했어?
대충 상황 보고는 받았어요.
그게
일단 닥친 문제부터 해결하죠.
I can't get over that, dog. That's a horrible miss.
우리가 알고 있단 거죠. 이제부터 이 카드들을 이용해서 다시 주도권을 빼앗아 올 거예요. 내가 직접 저 안에 들어갈 거예요.
그나저나 밖에 기자는 어떡하지? 계속 버티고 있는데
2시간 하겠다고 하세요.
Can't get over it, dog.
네 잘못 아니야. 그 경찰 새끼가 인질들 다 위험하게 만들 뻔했잖아. 언니가 위로를 해주는데 좀 받는 척이라도 해줘. 응?
You know, we're halfway through the season. We still don't know Tokyo's motives.
윤미선 때도 그렇고 교수가 널 믿는 이유가 있다니까. 빨리 가봐.
진심이야? 교수, 내가 원하는 건 딱 하나야. 우리 계획이 성공하는가. 이 허울뿐인 평화든 피가 마르는 공포든 과정은 상관없어. 멀쩡하게 두 발로 걸어 나간다. 그거 하나만 돼.
Damn, she's just like, yo, heavy lies the crown on the. Can you just please? This.
내일 정오 식료품이 들어오면
그리고 우리가 궁지에 물린 순간 그녀는 여론이라는 칼을 들어 우릴 찌르기로 결심했다.
I guess her leg's busted again.
It comes and goes.
협상 끝에 강도들도 이를 수용, 대응팀의 선우진 팀장이 방송 카메라를 개동하고 들어갈 것이며 라이브로 중계하기로 결정했습니다. 이상입니다.
That says a lot because I know that would never happen here. Just a live broadcast of a hostage situation. They would never put that on the air.
You know, the one CGI bit I do not like is the exterior shots of the Mint.
밤샜나 보구나.
Like, then they cut away quick. They're like, moving on quick. You didn't notice? It's CGI.
It's an establishing shot. Just make it real quick.
나도 언제까지 좌절해 있을 수만은 없었다.
헬싱키 오슬로 인질들 로비로 불러 모아.
흐르지 말고 빨리 일어나라.
아이씨.
이거 나요?
왜? 평생 꼬리표 달고 살게 해줄 거야 내가.
Damn.
그러니까 아무것도 아닌 걸로 괜히 응겨붙지 말해.
Damn, yeah, pick up your chain. Sucker.
Now go on a walk with your non-injured leg. She was
Now you got me looking at it.
barely a hobble.
우리 동지들은 여전히 동무들을 인간적으로 대하려고 노력하겠지만 내래 이제는 뒤가 없다 이 말이야. 그러니까 쓸데없는 행동은 안 하는 게 좋을.
Alright.
I'm not following the logic entirely, but I'll just go with it.
오랜만에 가족들 얼굴 보는 거니 말끔한 편이 좋겠지?
It's pretty much just saying I don't have anything to lose, so I'm for real.
I guess, yeah. But I could easily be like, yo, my name's Joe MacGyver.
사람이 죽었는데 그냥 가만히 있어요? 알려야죠.
놈들이 경고했잖아. 개난이 강도를 자극했다간 상황이 더 나빠질걸?
그래도
안 걸리면 되지.
Oh God, this guy.
This dude.
He's like the what's it called? The cat from Alice in Wonderland.
The Cheshire Cat.
Yeah.
종이에다가 말고 새로 찍어낸 지폐에다가 써서 주자. 아, 부장, 나는 요즘.
Of course it can't be you, because you're a coward ass.
취재 기자를 대동하지 못하는 점 양해 말씀드립니다. 대신 현장 영상은 전 방송사에 골고루 배포하도록 하겠습니다.
That is gonna blow up in their face so big.
영상은 전 방송사에 골고루 배포하도록 하겠습니다.
That is gonna blow up in their face so big.
앤킴 양의 아버지이신 마샬 킴 주한 미 대사 부부께서도 참석해 주셨습니다.
They really gonna do this live? Like they don't see how horribly wrong this is gonna go going live?
영상 송출 테스트는
Like I can see that. Like
우린 바로 가고 있어.
Yo, I up to this point, I kind of forgot that masks were even a thing in the show.
Yeah, they just been just chilling. Hour 98.
반갑소. 그 오시느라 고생 많으셨어. 따라오시오.
That would be jarring, right? Like you would just expect him to have the mask, and
Yeah.
but nothing breeds confidence like that, though, and trust. Be like, I'll just, you know.
Did they check her for weapons at all?
No. Or the cameraman. Uh-oh. Who's that dude?
Professor.
Ah.
I don't know why he's out there.
Yeah, we'll just keep it moving.
한 사람씩 보여줄 거예요?
질서 유지를 위해서요.
한 명씩 확인이 끝나면 나머진 반대쪽 전시관으로 이동해서 쉬면 돼.
That's smart too. Control the narrative.
우선 오인 사격에 대해서 사과드릴게요. 치료한 상처는 어때요?
All better now. He's able to pick up a wrench and everything. Well, they got that girl crying proper.
신상 정보 확보했습니다.
어쩐 낯을 때 했더니.
I gotta say, the non-pregnant pregnant lady, pretty cute. I can see why she confuses men.
Did you see her? I just had to. Yeah. I mean, I think the casting is overall
Yeah.
not too over the top with the beauty.
Yeah,
Just enough
very-
to keep you interested.
Yeah, go very Goldilocks. Goldilocks zone.
아빠랑 가족들한테 할 얘기가 있으면 해도 돼.
That camera is not that close to her. I don't know why it looks like that on the big screen. The camera's across the room from her, at best on a telephoto lens. Like,
괜찮아.
I hate when they do that in shows and movies.
감정이 격해진 모양인데 들어가서 쉬게 하는 게 좋겠어.
Oh, well, so much for that.
Almost
So close.
had it. Almost had it. So close. No dice. Oh, damn. You in so much trouble?
그 지금 뭐 하는 거이가?
이렇게 확인하다가 날 새겠어요. 인질들 1,000원 불러 모아주시죠. 한 번에 보여주면 확인하고 나가겠다는데 무슨 문제 있어요?
줬어.
세팅 다시 하시죠.
No one's keeping track? No one's, like, no security? I guess he's there to gauge the public reaction.
인질 리스트예요. 한 사람씩 대조하면서 확인해 보겠습니다.
What are they cheering about?
I think they're not. I think they're wailing.
계약직 보안요원 박철우 33세 남자.
They're gonna force the hand, huh?
인질 중에 그런 사람은 없어.
아니, 우리 자료엔 분명 있어요. 이 사람 보신 분?
Smart move.
만에 하나 여기서 정보가 샜더라면 애초에 놈들은 인질 확인에 응하지도 않았겠죠. 온 국민의 이목이 집중된 지구.
Yeah, but you knew, and your phone is always being monitored.
Always.
진짜 이 사람 보신 적 없어요? 아무도?
길은 뭐 할 수 없대. 누구 말이 맞는지 직접 들어보면 되겠네.
What?
Wow. Did he have a vest on?
You must have.
Wow. Flip the script on him.
죽이기 아니었어?
And you snuck an agent in. Wow.
물론 베를린의 총알은 정확히 경찰의 심장을 향했다. 베를린은 당장이라도 놈의 머리통을 날려버리고 싶었지만 지독한 화풀이로 대신했다. 하지만 그는 살아있었다.
Yeah, but that's close range, though.
Yeah, I know, but I feel you. We just gotta run with it. His heart would have stopped.
여기 온다.
I get it though.
It's movie rules. It's fine.
Yeah, it's the silencer rule too.
익명의
Yeah.
제보 영상이 배달됐는데요. 놀랍게도 영상엔 어제
And they got the video footage. Wow.
인질들과 같은 옷을 입고 조폐국의 잠입해설이 소요를 일으키고 그 틈을 이용해서 우리 지휘관을 죽이려고까지 했어. 근데 거기까지는 기를 수 있다 치자.
Got it all on tape.
지휘관을 잃고 우왕좌왕하는 사이에 우력 진압이 들어오기로 돼 있었대.
Damn,
This ain't a good look, fam. This ain't a good look, fam.
They're looking at the prayers like, what you gonna do?
인질들을 위하는 척 총알바지로 쓰려던 주제에 뻔뻔하게 거짓말에 날삼는 니들 경찰 얘기를 말이야.
Oh, we got riots going on now.
Precious building. Y'all better get the future prayers out of here.
이 조폐국 안에서 누군가 목숨을 잃어야 한다면 그 첫 번째는 내가 될 거이니 그 전에는 아무도 죽게 놔두지 않겠어.
Their news cameraman is quite a cinematic cameraman with the slow zooms and all of that.
Oh yeah. I mean, I love how he walked out without his tripod too. Cinematic, super stable handhelds.
Yeah.
뭐 이거? 지도 좋다고 보고 앉았으면서 저거?
어쨌든 이 정도면 교주가 깊게 강조하던 여론도 어느 정도 우리 편이 됐겠지.
잘해줬어, 베를린.
Ah, kiss and make up. I'm with it. Uh-oh.
Yeah, where you been
What?
full time?
Oh, I thought he got shot or something.
Oh, they're playing that music, dude. You want a midnight snack?
군대 갈아주겠다고 온
That's
거예요?
it, nothing more.
뭐 뭐라?
We gotta play this game, right?
아무 일 없었다는 듯이 회사 잘 땡기고 또 좀 제대로 된 놈 좀 만나고. 어?
Denver's such a better character in this show, man.
조폐국 건들 거예요.
아이씨, 국장 그 새끼 때문에 개 새끼 그냥 그 아주 찍소리 못하게 내가.
There we go. There we go.
Take the W, buddy. Just take the W.
Smart only lasts so long. Given enough time, stupid will take over.
Uh-oh. Meanwhile, Berlin getting his dose. They really make it look like full-blown drug use.
I know, they make it look like heroin.
Like illegal drug use.
Yeah. Yo, they make intimacy look so great in the movies.
Yeah, I mean, it's very tastefully done.
Yeah.
Like even when the professor had his shot, it was it was tastefully done.
Yeah.
Brings me.
I was just like, that's a hard table, you know? I'm just thinking about my knees.
I'm thinking about her bum leg.
Yeah. There's a lot going on.
책임을 지라면 제가 져야죠.
아유 어쩌겠어. 여론도 너무 안 좋고.
Well, I guess she's pregnant now.
There we go.
대신할 사람이 없어서는 아니고요. 그 윗선에 전해주세요. 차무혁 대위 갈아치우면 저도 관두겠다고.
Wow, loyalty, solidarity.
Huh.
Ride together, die together. We're a family.
Bad boys for life.
이런 상황에 말씀드리긴 못하지만 기 박소노란 남자 TF 텐트에 난입한 적이 있어드렸죠.
차 대위님, 누구 해치고 그럴 사람 아니에요. 그리고 무엇보다 내가 믿고 사랑하는.
Oh boy. I don't think she told him that she loves him.
Oh, she hasn't.
둘 다 자를 순 없을 테니까 아마 없던 일이 될 거예요.
Ah, the things we do for love.
All that guilt settling right in there.
It should be. You
right in that
terrible-
uncomfortable spot inside the chest, inside the stomach.
And look, she called him immediately.
Hey man, they trick us all the time. Don't feel bad.
여기에요.
Oh, she's super happy. She's drunk as hell. 3 sheets to the wind over here.
Oh yeah. What? 4 bottles? 3 bottles.
조금요?
She's a handsome old lady, if that makes sense. You know, she ain't drop dead gorgeous, but she's a beautiful woman. I can't say handsome woman. Is that too wrong? I know that's an old people term.
It was just. I'll just walk in this way.
이따가 취해서 펑펑 울지도 모르니까.
Yeah, because that'd be fun.
Yeah, don't do that. That's not attractive.
I had a girl try to seduce me that way once. Not even
work?
playing.
The real question is, did it work?
It made me uncomfortable.
강도들의 리더가 아닌 평범한 카페의 주인으로 그녀를 마주한 동안은 어떤 혼란이나 죄책감도 느껴지지 않아.
Yeah, it comes and goes.
시작을 했나 보다. 어디서 막 음악 소리가 들리네.
He looked like he up to something.
Oh no, is he gonna break up with her?
I don't know.
이제 그만 손 떼면 안 되는 거예요. 그냥 좀 힘들어 보여서.
발전을 위해서 선우진 경감이 그만두는 일은 일어나선 안 될 일이었으니까.
왜 힘이 나죠?
I need some explanation on that one.
Oh, why they need her so bad?
I'll just rewind later on.
아, 저기 오늘 할 것 같은데. 아니 그게.
You can tell her whatever you want. She ain't gonna remember.
That's so cold. You heartless man, you.
그리고 경감도 사건의 판도를 뒤흔들 중요한 사실을 막 깨닫게 될 참이야.
How did that get across?
저 어제 그 사람 봤어요.
미안해요. 나중에 얘기해요. 미안해요.
I mean, I'm just
I guess
assuming
it's
it's a corner that was written on, and the professor is not in the bank was on there. One thing I can think of.
Still able to listen to the conversation.
Well, not her, but the other guy, the other inspector.
안녕하십니까.
Oh no, the cop is right there.
Yup. Got him. Oh,
that's a good place to stop.
Yeah, I mean for a mid-season finale, it was interesting. It had some good things. It had some stuff that's a little frustrating, but overall, it did a good job of getting me ready for the second part, the second half.
The professor was completely shocked when he heard. Okay, gotcha. So he was okay. I can't tell if he was bluffing. I can't tell if he said it because he genuinely wanted her to quit because he cares about her, or if he was doing that to throw off the scent that maybe he is a bad guy. And
yeah, well, I mean, according to the narrator, Tokyo, she says that he did have a moment of honesty, and it even surprised himself that he let it slip. So I'm assuming that we can trust the narrator.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Like I said, the overall episode was decent enough for a mid-season finale, but it did have some technical problems for me that normally they've been really good with. And the big one was the car chase scene in the beginning when the professor is running away from the cops. He puts the car on fire, drives it off into a river, leaps out, swims away to safety, and nobody actively pursues him. He's the #1 target of the entire heist. The inspector even got a call saying, we think the professor is not in the building, and they just call off the search. Just Like he's literally, right, he literally just left the burning building 10 seconds ago. And they're like, he's too good. We're just gonna go ahead and head back. That's very unnerving. I know it's probably a little thing for everybody else's thing, but that's really big. Like he's the biggest suspect.
Yeah, I mean,
walk away.
For all intents and purposes, he's the biggest suspect in both countries. And he is not exactly in a city where it's easy to just like hide. Like, it's open fields. It's very easy to see where you are, what you're doing. They're like, we're just not going to explain this part and move forward. Just keep it moving.
No choppers, no dogs, no locking down the roads. At least in the Spanish version, they lock down the roads. The professor just moseys on back to the lair, like a little out of breath. Like, that's not good. Oh, okay. Then
well, he didn't even go very far. He like swam to the end of the ravine or whatever that thing is. Like, it wasn't even that far away. And they're just like looking at the car and looking around under the bridge. I'm like, yo, there's just water to cover. Like, you're not putting enough manpower on this situation. This is pretty important. I mean, it wasn't the most well-executed situation cinematically. I think there's ways they could have done a better job with it. I would have bought into it if he drove to somewhere where the truck could have submerged. It's the fact that it drove into a very shallow ravine that I'm like, I don't know how he didn't get caught. You have a better chance of a black hole showing up inside the middle of our planet than him being able to get away from that shit.
They didn't even try to help it by like showing him do the jump, tuck and roll or whatever it is. It's just, it's a flaming car and it's in the water and he's just not in it anymore. I'm like, all right, I guess. It took me a while to get over it, dog. It did. I missed like 2 solid good scenes because I'm like, they really just... Okay, all right. We had to keep it moving.
You have a better shot of being struck by an asteroid in the head than him getting away from that. Like, there's just no way he would have gotten away based on the circumstances that they showed us. Like, if he had done something where when he was driving through the tents, perhaps, he hopped out while setting the truck on fire, I would have bought that because he could have gotten into those. There was a bunch of workers in there and he could have just gotten into one of their clothes, paid them off. I don't know. There's like a million different ways you could have done that where there's a distraction happening and they just didn't do it. I'm like, yo, Fast and Furious 5 illustrated better distraction tactics than this episode did. So, and that's Fast and Furious. So I'm a little bit, that was a little bit frustrating, and I just tried to let it go as quickly as possible because I could see what happened there. The writers kind of wrote themselves into a hole, and they're like, okay, well, he has to get away. But the story has to continue. He's got to get away. We don't really have the best way to make this work, but we got to keep it moving. So I was like, all right, I'm going to let that go. What bothered me more, oddly enough, was something that was definitely technical. Every time I see it, it just rubs me the wrong way, and I don't know why they don't get the coverage that they need to make this shit work. Everybody's looking at the this big old TV screen, right? They have one camera angle to work with. That is the camera angle of the news, of the guy who's holding the camera that is sending out a live feed to the world. Somehow this guy's getting like tight shots and close-ups and this like... dolly shots and whatnot. I'm like, he is standing in the same spot he's been for over an hour. There's no way that he's doing all that, And then they even had a moment where it was very like obvious, where she's like looking at the hostages going, come on, say something. And then she realizes something and gets in one of the hostages' face that says something. It's like, tell me the truth. And the camera like goes right in her face. Immediately it cuts to the room where the camera's clear on the other side of the room. I'm like, this is like the continuity here is fucked completely. It doesn't, and I know that most people don't think about this stuff, but it just has always stuck out to me since I was a kid. When I watched the movie Mr. Nice Guy, Jackie Chan film, where it's like, there's all these crazy camera angles. I'm like, I know what happened in that scene. The guy who was recording the footage was in the corner of a room behind a wall. Like, there's no way he's getting all these angles. Anyway, that's a minor thing that is stuff that's like sort of baked into my DNA to get frustrated about that no one else gives a shit about, but I just had to point it out.
Here's the thing is, because I don't want everybody to think that like the episode was trash, because it's not that. It's just, here's the thing. If they had been making these kind of mistakes previously, like in episodes 1 through 5, like the big glaring ones like that, I'd be like, well, this is just, we already would have an expectation, right?
Yeah.
But they've set the bar so high regarding how technically sound they've been with so much of this that to see them drop the ball on some of this stuff is just, it's really glaring. It's really tough to really sell me on the idea that you're gonna put 6 shots at close range with somebody in a bulletproof vest and them to be still standing up and being like, yeah, you know, I'm all right. That's like,
that would mess you up in a really, really bad way.
Stop your heart.
He's literally like 2 feet from the gun.
Yeah.
On the floor. Like, there's not even any, not that would make much of a difference, but he's like on the ground. So there's no room to like kind of roll with it at all.
Yeah.
It's just like, boom, right there. Like concrete. And she's just firing at him with a revolver, no less. That's
like, I was like, dang.
Like,
it was so over the top of the shooting. There's no doubt that he's dead, right?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, he's absolutely dead.
Like, different kinds of guns, as this is obvious, but different kinds of guns have different kinds of firing power. A revolver is a very powerful gun. For you to be shooting that close range, just ka-cha, ka-cha. And he's just walking around like...
They propped him up 10 minutes later. He's like...
I was like, yo, are they doing like Weekend at Bernie's? Is that what's about to happen? Is this Weekend at Bernie's? Like, I thought that was...
You know what? I thought that too, because it's so ridiculous. I was like, well, maybe they just like got the corpse and maybe got a mask and then you see his eyes or something, but he's really dead. I don't know. I thought I could think of a million other things than him being alive based off of what we saw. It was just that over the top.
But it has made for a very, very fun episode nonetheless. It was just like, this is what I call dude soap opera, because things just happen that don't make a heck of a lot of sense, but you just roll with it because you gotta, and it's fun in the end. It's just like, you know, these things just don't make a heck of a lot of sense, but in the end, it's just like there's a lot of excitement going on, a lot of suspense, and I'm enjoying the ride overall. You know, you suspend your disbelief as much as you can, but sometimes things are so glaring, like that scene in John Wick 2 when they'd be shooting fucking silencers at each other and no one hears anything. I'm just like, come on. I get that we want a dope scene between Keanu Reeves and Common, but goddamn, like... You're throwing all logic out the window now.
It's their own fault, man. It's their own fault. You've paved the road with some really good cinematic excellence per se. Not really missing too much. And then, you know, when you stumble, it's big when when you've done so well before. It's still a good episode. It's still fun.
I was really appreciating the attention to detail with, you know, homegirl and her leg, and she just can't walk. And then she's just like moving, like she's just like not even 24 hours, and she's just moving. I'm like, I fucked my shoulder up at the beginning of pandemic, and I still don't feel right. Ain't no way in 24 hours you're just gonna be walking around.
Yo, you can get shot in the shoulder, sling wrenches, get shot in the leg, and still knock boots. I mean, you know, in this world, wounds are just flesh wounds.
Yeah. I'm open to suspending my disbelief with the scene where she was saving Denver, because her adrenaline was high. I'll let that go. That's fine. But when she's just walking about right before the director slams her into the wall, I'm like, there's nothing exciting happening. Why would you just be walking like things are cool? I walk like that on the daily because of my messed up hip. So I can't wrap my head around her just being able to walk like that just from a gunshot wound.
Yeah, man. So, hey, listen, this is what I'm about to say. Oh, man, I forgot what I was about to say. With any series, there is going to be an episode or two that there's just going to be misses. It's an inevitability. They can't all be gems. Congratulations, we have bared witness to a hit of a miss. Technically a miss.
And whenever this is going down, Moscow's just hiding out. No explanation.
None. But you said he had you told me he had the earphones on, and I was like, all right, and I'll just let it run. But like they had a full blown like fire alarms and everything going off, and he's just drill happy, just
drilling to the center of the earth.
Moscow is unfazed, bro.
Yeah.
Oh man.
His son was getting choked out with a plastic bag, messed up by an undercover cop, and he just no conversation about this in the slightest. Like, don't even need to address it. Your son nearly died. No need to address that. And it didn't come up. You know, there's no long-term damages from that plastic bag being over your head and you think you're gonna go. I would imagine that would have some kind of an effect on you, even if you have the background experience of being a fighter and whatnot. I don't know, dude. Like, that's traumatizing, I would imagine. But hey, let's not address that.
Let me assure you, we did like the episode.
There was
you gotta take some shots though. I mean, it has to.
There was definitely some fun moments when they brought out the cop and the tables were turning against the negotiator. And this is like live on television. And then everyone starts turning towards the politicians like, yo, what did you try to do? I'm gonna beat you with my fucking cane. Like, you know, we got our kids in there and you're about to send in the cops. I liked how they managed to turn it around because it did feel like Berlin was backed into a corner. And he was in. So when they pulled out the cop, as unrealistic as that is, it was a fun moment in the show because everything turned on her in a real bad way. So that was cool. Despite some of the weird technical and storyline hiccups, I did really like the acting in the episode quite a bit. I think that what a lot of this cast possesses is just the ability to illustrate layers with working within this space. And that says a lot, you know, not everybody's capable of doing that. Most people aren't who pursue acting. And there's like a lot of dimensionality that each of these people brings to the role. And I think that's super cool because all of these people are unknown to me. And so just to discover new talent out of, I guess, South Korea is just really cool because, you know, these are people I'd want to keep a lookout for future projects, you know, whatever films, shows that come out of Korea, because I think that they're all quite talented.
And and hat tip to the lovemaking scene, both of them. The one in this one with Denver, I mean, clapping cheeks in a very beautiful way, and the way they did it in with the professor as well. You know, I was like, well done.
Yeah.
All right. With that being said, I'm gonna end it on a clapping cheeks reference, but we are going to do just that. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and please go out of your way to check out Jaby's channel, and he's about to drop some of the information on you right now.
Yeah. So it's youtube.com/getjaby. And over there, you can join our memberships to see this along with other shows, or patreon.com/Jaby Koay, where we've covered the likes of Peacemaker, Zack Snyder Justice League, and the Marvel TV shows and whatnot. There's a whole bunch of stuff there you can watch if you want to watch it along with us.
Hey, and just in case you didn't catch any of that, don't worry, there will be a link in the description below. We are definitely going to be covering the second part of Money Heist Korea, and we look forward to hanging out and kicking it with you all on the second go round. That being said, we out here.
Peace.